Here we go, boys. Episode 85. It's a little bit weird today. We're all up and about now. We've been bullied, Tone, haven't we? We've been bullied today by the one and only, the Greek freak himself. Now, why are we being bullied today, Tone?
Because tomorrow's a massive day and he's got some winners for us, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, Taz, are you from South Australia? Were you born in Malta or something in there, or wherever you're fucking from? Like,
no.
You got this passion for South Australian racing, mate. Wow.
Mate, listen, I mean, I was born overseas, actually, in Greece.
I bet you
but
were.
the place that I was born has a sister state somewhere in South Australia. I don't know where yet. I've got to identify and find it.
You've got a sister city.
A sister state there. I'm sure of it.
Oh,
I can feel it in my bones. But you know why? You know why I like South Australia?
Yeah.
Because it's just around the corner from Victoria. 10 hours. The days I used to go to the casino there and just pump money, I feel like a local.
No, mate.
And South Australia's a nice place. Good grapes, nice climate, nice beaches, plenty of white pointers and sharks as well.
Yeah.
When I was younger, they had herb.
I went to a trip to South Australia a couple of years ago with Maury, my old mate, and it was fucking great. Everyone hanging shit on it. It was fantastic.
No, it's lovely. Have you ever done the wineries there? I mean,
the
wineries there are beautiful at Anguston and stuff. And I like one of the best trips I did was a funny moon. So some friends of mine, they got married, and they flew down to South Australia. And then what I did with my partner at the time, we drove across, and we joined them for their honeymoon, and we did a funny moon.
There we go.
We did a lot of drinking, a lot of partying. And a lot of sightseeing. So, I don't know. It's just one
sounds
of those
like Tone back in the day with the keys and the ashtray, telling the truth. But, Tone, you're under the pump too, mate. You're trying to get some chockies for the missus tomorrow over in Japan. It's White Day, very romantic day where you give your soul to your wife again.
Yeah, I don't have to buy chockies for the missus, eh?
Oh.
She doesn't go for the marshmallows either, so I've bought her some beers. She likes the black beers, so I bought all these for a couple of expensive ones.
Mate,
you know, like
big dog. You've had a big week. Last week was the anniversary. This week it's White Day. Jesus Christ, mate! You're with the daughter away, as they say. Tony will play.
Yeah, but don't forget next Sunday's the big one. It's the birthday.
Holy shit! So you've got the trifecta. You basically got
a file for bankruptcy at the end of this month. Jeez.
Jesus Christ, big man. So you've had the anniversary, which we sort of remember it like a Remembrance Day. And then you've got the Japanese Valentine's Day. And then next week, the birthday, brother.
Yeah, I know. My pocket's nearly empty.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Tone, you know, with those beers that you bought, Tone, you bought us some black beers, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
When she sneaks off and goes to bed, maybe have a few. And then in the morning, help her look for the beers that you've drunk.
Yeah.
See how you go.
Hey, Tone.
On the black beers, though, mate. Not real keen on them.
Tone, you want to apologise to the Polty Familiar now, or should you do it later?
Yes.
What's that?
Oh, you just threw out a tip yesterday, didn't you, to us that the LSK, the Long Shot King, comes in at 26 skins overnight at Sandown?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that one. I didn't put it up.
Well, I heard someone that was on the beers yesterday said they were going to make a post.
You know,
you should have.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what happened. There'll be plenty more. Don't worry about it. He's keying up for Cheltenham, he tells me. So,
right.
You know,
surprise package overnight, one race 3 Sandown, the Skundi Cup or whatever they fucking called it. It absolutely bolts in like a 2-1 favourite. It wins by length.
Only a small field of 22 as well. You know,
only a small field. And I actually watched the race, Tone, because I might have been on, and it was the widest run of the whole trip. Marto gives it his tip, who had the absolute one out, one back trotting terms. Run of the race, came fourth. The Long Shot King wins by fucking 8, running away at 26 skins. Tone. Now, remember when you get on the beers, you have to have some type of responsibility for the Polty Familiar, mate.
Oh, yes.
You let him down, Tone. You know why you've let him down? I'll tell you why you've let them down. Because Wednesday night, it might be TNT, but we all know the Tone is the king of the UK. Now, it doesn't matter whether I throw out the occasional tip or that other bloke that we used to have, he throws one out. But when Tone speaks UK, we all listen. Yeah. And unfortunately, we did listen, but no one else got that opportunity. I mean, you did us a favour because it's gone, I only got 21 skins, to be honest. But if you'd have tipped it out there, I reckon you probably, might have come into about 12s or 13. So thank you for getting on the beers and not looking after anyone except for yourself and us.
Good on you, mate. Thanks.
And
great news.
The thing is, though, don't forget, if I had to put it up, it probably wouldn't have won.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
So a bit of reverse psychology there. But it was unintentional. But like I said, he tells me he's in for a big Cheltenham. So that's to look forward to.
The magical man Mardo's already taken days off for Cheltenham, supposedly, the conductor. And great news, my wife and kids just came home after being away for about 3 hours, so perfect. So we'll probably get a bit of background noise. But anyway, it's all about Taz today. We're getting into what do we call it? The Adelaide Cup day over at Morphetfield. Now, the exciting thing is we can get through this today. We had a bad day. We had a Daniel Pialta type day. Gimme Parr looks a winner but collapses. Tone, what happened?
Heart attack, lame. I'm not going to say it was jockey error. I think it was horse error. It just the petrol ran out.
Yeah,
just collapsed. Like you said, yeah.
It wasn't a bad run, but no third dividend didn't help either.
But there was no kick. Yeah.
Groovy Kind of Love looked groovy, had a beautiful run in the race. J-Mac gave it an absolute peach, but against the Flying Mascot was no match. The Flying Mascot was going as hard as he was at the end, and J-Mac followed her through. And $3 a place, but I'm on the nose anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The Greek Freak Starla took its medicine; it didn't push up, and that was the race basically.
Oh, you look at. Had it got going a little bit earlier, it probably runs a drum. And as I said it on the video on Thursday. It was like, if you think I'm an idiot, just take the $5 to place. It did get back in. It started about 13-1. I wouldn't sack it, but I'll tell you what, she's cost me twice.
Yeah.
Self-indulgent when she rode it to third, and now with Starla fourth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be looking at her with her rides from now. Good old Essie Collett. So, but anyway, it wasn't that bad. It was just not good enough.
The quarter, I think. Yep, Tone.
Was it because the jockey couldn't count? Was she not counting or whatever?
Yeah.
Too far back?
No. I reckon she could count, but I think what happened is she sort of started at maybe at 3 when she should have started at 1. And then she would have got there a little bit earlier.
You were looking to be a bit more positive out of the gates. I remember you talking on Thursday's show, but she wasn't positive at all. She basically took it out and dragged it back and too far back. Rolls home for fourth, probably gets another couple of bounds. It probably gets third. But anyway, that's racing. Rubbing's racing. Mardo's still involved in the quaddie. He was the only one to win. I tipped in the Newmarket, which I was wrapped from a mate who owns 10% of the Astrologist. What a horse over the 1200 at down the straight at Flemington. It's an iron horse. Paid 18 skins the place. And Trav, mate, I don't know why you're not going each way at something at 60s, which for me, I'm an on-the-nose punter, Tone, but geez, if it's paying 20 skins a place, I'm going to have a crack at the place.
I think because what's name wasn't on it as well, you never had Criminal Craig on it. It was given a good run on the big track.
Yeah. And then, of course, Tassie tipped us into the Autumn Horse, September 1.
Yes, and it was a good run. And if you listen to what the young lass said when she hopped off it, in for a good campaign. So I reckon, it might be one to follow through this. So both of those two, actually.
I just love the straight. I love the straight racing. I don't know what it is without a bend, but isn't it amazing that the three sort of despised outsiders of the field actually the jockeys choose the right option and they brain the outside horses. Now, you can't tell me that the way the September Run has come back, or the Rocker Clock is a horse that, like, Home Affairs couldn't touch up if everything considered. Absolutely amazing that jockey error or jockey choice determines the winner of a race. It's pretty amazing. Cool.
For Pezza, even the fourth horse, it had form behind the winner.
Yep.
So, New Zealand form. But there's nothing wrong with that. But, good luck to those who got it. Good luck to those who didn't. And good luck to us. We move on.
I just want to put my hand up here in the bet thread on the old Book of Face. Please look down in the description. You'll find us. I threw up a couple, and I threw up the Aussie Cup winner, but the rest were pretty unlucky in the last in Cardigan Queentone. We were in front before the post, and when we were in front after the post, but we weren't in front when it mattered most. But anyway, I throw two up again in honkers, and what happens? Pew to pew, motherfuckers.
Yeah, Pezza, you're not doing that well. You're only like 4 from 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and to be honest, I think you should be a bit ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
Because I think the first one you only got 30 to 1.
30 to 1, the double.
And this one,
pathetic.
And this one, I think it was about 54, 55 to 1. So really, what are you doing, mate? How dare you offer? How dare you offer winners? Okay, a double of 55 to 1 to people. How dare you do that?
Yeah, I know. The funny thing is, I haven't really tipped much in honkers on the page, but sometimes I've thrown out I'm a single man, or of course Sky Field, which we won at 20 to 22 bucks. But I tell you what, the way that I'm reading them at the moment, it's sort of like I'm Daryl Cunliffe against Shane Warne. That's not a good metaphor. No, that's not a good metaphor.
You're seeing them like beach balls.
I'm seeing them like basketballs, Tone.
Beach balls.
Beach balls.
Beach balls.
All right, here we go. We're getting into the Adelaide Cup. Now, Pez is just off the Australian Cup glory, and I've gone number 2, Aurora's Symphony. There's some red lines on the page. Don't worry about them. I tried to put in, actually, I missed the 13. There's a few horses there that have got Adelaide form. All the rest of them have got Victorian form, or my selection, the market mover for Simon Wild. It's actually won 2 in a row at Launceston, and it's won at Colac. It's the only horse which doesn't have form around all the rest. Now, the toppy, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 14, even the 13 have all raced together in the last 3. So if you can sort of separate the form from Adelaide, and then you've got all you've been running around in Victoria together with, and then I've come up with the 2, which is ran around none of them. So Aurora Symphony, Simon Wild on fire. Oliver makes the trip, which is very rare. And I know it's drawn the car park, but over 2 miles, you should get a run somewhere. Let's go the 2. Tone, you're on the fly.
Yeah, I've stuck with Jamie. It's got good form. It's a tough race, but I'm giving Jamie another chance tomorrow to, get me coin back after Saturday. So, I think it's him for the chance. Like I said, it's a really tough race. It's got good form coming into this, and the price is what it is. I think it's fair, considering. Yep. So, no problem with the distance. All's good.
Okay, so I don't know how you say that, but Doi Kwon Sweet Jr. is your tip.
Yes, that's it.
All right. And Fezzy, you're down on the bottom there, down the bottom. Johnny Allen.
I've snuck one in here. I had a good look. But this thing here last year actually went over there for the SA Derby. And, it only got beaten 4 lengths. But I just think that it's probably a bit more mature now. I like that it's had 2 placings over, I think, about the 2,500 in Melbourne.
Yep.
Johnny Allen sticks with it, so he's got a good record with it. He's had 5 starts with 3 wins.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a problem, the distance. And I think at the odds, it's stepping up in class, and yes, it's stepping up in distance. But at those odds, I think it's worth a play. I just think that it's going to be grinding towards the end when some of those other ones are probably going backwards. So I don't see the distance the problem. I just think, is it going to be good enough? I'm prepared to take that chance.
So it's funny, as I was trying to explain, I know I go on a bit, but Skelm, Future Score, Good Idea, Daikon Sweet Jr., Tiger, Sam Talma Fuego, and the Breed have all ran against each other in the last 3 starts or 2 starts. The last 2 to 3 starts, they've all ran together. And just like the Jockey Wheel State of South Australia, we've thrown up a different winner each time. Now, Skelm is an interesting horse for me. It goes forward, which was completely opposite of what it used to do in its previous life. But as you said, the Breed was only a 3/4 length behind it at the Valley last start in the Bagot over 2,500. So if you're keen at 440 on Skelm, you got to throw a couple of bucks on a Breed if you think Skelm.
Absolutely. And I mean, how many starts has Skelm had? Skelm's been around for what? God knows how many years. Do you know what I mean? Whereas a Breed.
Do you know it's number 7? It's had 7 starts. It's 8th start this prep.
This prep.
But
how many? Yeah, but how many starts has it had in total? I mean, how old's Skelm?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A Breed just to me says, I'm not a superstar, but I'm capable of winning these types of races. And I think the trainer Noble, just the mere fact that he took him over there for the had him over there for the Derby last year, and then he's backed him up again this year with the Cup in his sights. I reckon it's a planned job.
Well, it was my second tip, Taz. Actually, yours. Also, just think of another horse, Johnny Get Angry. It just keeps on going, and this is what this horse might do. Just plods along, could do it.
So I think the two's a really good bet because that's got form completely opposite to everybody else. Dragonstorm, Camford, Epidermid, Oath of a Murder, Jacqueline Hyde. They've all been running against each other. Buskins, Ballad, Turfman. They've had the traditional prep of coming into an Adelaide Cup. So they go to Murray Bridge over there, Cup. They go to there. So they're all coming from Adelaide. And then the rest are all coming from Melbourne. And then you've got the 2 that's coming from absolutely nowhere. So I reckon, and you've got to think Aurora Symphony Tone, 3 starts ago, it comes second to Rousseau. And Rousseau went to Sydney yesterday and wins again.
Oh, yes, that's true.
That win yesterday.
Good there.
Yeah. So it did the same thing, didn't it? It just took off halfway through and just kept going. So, really cool, Rousseau yesterday. For me, out of the Adelaide bunch, I like Oath of a Murder, the 10. That's probably their best chance to win it. But I reckon it's got to come from Vic or hopefully Launceston.
I like the Oath of Omertus, but I think if I was looking at a shorter one, and I know a couple of the followers, they like Tiger. I reckon it could surprise.
Yeah, Harry Coffey's right. Everything at the moment.
Ballad has been really finishing off its race as well, even though it ran second to Omerta last start.
Yep.
I don't know if it's going to be the Adelaide horses though winning it. Even with Canford won a distance race, then it sort of came over to Melbourne, run a place, I think, and then it went off the boil, and now it's come back. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, a Melbourne or a Victorian or an outsider. Right. An outsider type horse, not a homebred one.
Yeah, I think Tiger. I thought that was your bet, Tony. There was a bit of an omen there with your hat, but Harry Coffer's riding well. And but anyway, it's a great race. As I said, over the 2 miles, 3/4 of these horses won't even get it. So perfect.
Yep, that's exactly right.
I was nearly on Future Score the Kamani because I know over 2,000 he's just a jet, but he's just a plotter. He just keeps doing the same thing. Just keeps going. Just keeps working away. And it wasn't a bad
He's the story, though, isn't he, Pezza?
Well,
he's the story because, he missed out on the big one.
He was good against Crystal Pegasus.
That's your horse? I reckon. Say again?
Crystal Pegasus is your horse.
Yeah, well, I mean, you saw Kamani had one that they backed last Friday night, one of your favourites. What was it called?
Yeah. What's that?
Oh, what was it called?
Oh, I don't
know.
They
backed it. It ran second, Pezza.
Oh, I don't know. I can't think.
Oh, I can't even remember it now. But anyway, Command,
Yep.
you know yourself,
Yep.
Stayers.
Yep.
He does like him, but I don't know. I'm not looking for a story. I'm just looking for a winner this time.
Pez is on the 2, Tone, you're on the 5, and Tassie's
Yep.
on the 14 down the bottom. Good luck if you're having a go with
Yep.
a flutter in the Adelaide Cup. Now, Tassie, we're pretty excited.
Yes.
You got the chalky wheel up tomorrow, not on Saturday.
Yes, it took a little bit of a break yesterday. We sort of lollied it up a little bit more, and we've spun, and we've spun 3 others alongside a breed. So we've gone in the first race, we've gone mac and cheese.
Yep.
Sounds like a nice little meal when you're in a bit of a hurry. Look, this horse showed enormous potential early on, enormous potential. And then it sort of trialled off, I guess, with its last 2 starts. But, you know, those last two starts were behind Zuzarella. So it's trialled well. It's first up. I don't see why it can't win. There is one down the bottom that I think is a big watch, is that Surricate. It's Freedman's. But I think Mac and Cheese, just having had a few more starts, a little bit more experience, should get the job done there. Wouldn't be surprised if it comes into even a shorter price favourite, because they do like backing it. The other one I've gone to is in race 6. Number 1 is Samson. It tried its luck last preparation in the spring, and it didn't really come up. Having said that, when you run, behind Behemoth in the Memsey, you've got to have some sort of form. It is first up. It's had 6 goes first up. It's won 4 out of 6. I think it's primed, and I think the Ben Allen and P. Stokes combo is a winning one. So I don't know what price we'll get about it, but I think that's one to follow. And in the last, I've gone with Hills. It's Jamie Carr, who could have a massive day now. She could even be bookends, because she's on Surricate in the first, and then she's on Hills in the last. Now, you could pretty much put a line through and disregard Hills' last run. It did pull up lame. I think there's going to be some honest speed, and that'll come from, because Hills is out of barrier 12, but there's the 2 that come out of 10 and 11, and they should push up to lead. That should allow Hills, to just sort of follow them across a bit as they take the speed, and then position up, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 back, 2 out, something like that, and on the turn just explode. So the chalky wheel is spun, and hopefully we've spun a winner and not spun some shit.
So tomorrow the chalky wheel will be the bet thread for tomorrow. So we'll have a couple of slides up there to tell you anyway, but I'm sure Tassie will make a post a bit later on. But a little bit of excitement, Tone. We've gone to the Yankee calculator. If you put your $11 bet on for the Yankee tomorrow, and Taz's, they all win for $11, we're going to get close back to $5,000. So
amazing,
beautiful. Not a bad idea tomorrow at these prices. I like it.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting card. There's a lot of Victorians, and I was looking at Jamie Carr's, right? Gee, she's got a good book. I mean, I don't think I'm going to play, the jockey challenge and that, but I know Tone's gone one. I've seen her in the first, and she's on Surricate. I see she's got Hills. She's partnering up with a few Clark and horses. She's got a good book. I hope she doesn't win on all the other ones, but I hope she does win on Hills.
Yeah. I hope she doesn't win the Cup on Aurora Symphony, but she can definitely help you guys out in the chalky.
That's what I
mean. Or Tone. Yeah, if Tone salutes, that's all good as well. Don't worry about that. All right, guys. So a bit of a special little Adelaide Cup show. Hopefully you enjoyed. If not, put a line through us. And remember to come over to Facebook. And, we're trying to do a little bit of Twitter as well, but I'm not that much of a Twitter expert, but we'll get better at it.
You've done awesome, Pezza, Tone. Yeah. You've done awesome as well. I'm super excited the fact that there was money in the account at the end of the day. There was money in the account at the start of the day as well. Yeah. And I haven't really gotten too involved today, so there's still money in the account to go tomorrow. So
perfect.
Keep churning out those winners, keep sharing them.
I just got a message. I just got a message from the magical man himself, Mardo. High Stranger was coming, then wasn't. Came second. Oh, no. So I think Mardo's had a tip for us today in the bet thread. He liked High Stranger in the Chuka Cup. I think it was. Was it Hujuka or Stony Creek? I'm not sure. Hujuka. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. Was it Hujuka?
Somewhere in the sticks.
No, I don't know. Tony, you'd be all over it today, the 2 cups, I'm sure.
Mardo, over the cups, into the cups.
It was the Echuca Cup, and of course the 7 looked like the favourite, Tone, not to be missed, won. So not too sure, but maybe it was 7 and the 1. But anyway, thanks for that, Mardo, for that little message. All right, Tassie, good luck tomorrow. He's dropped out. See you later, Tone. Have a great day, mate.
Bye, mate. Yep, all right. Catch you later. See ya.